This massive sandstone headland on the western edge of Sydney's central business district appears as an untouched relic of deep geologic time. The harbor water laps rhythmically against these weathered, terraced rocks, mimicking the erosion patterns of a natural coastline. Little over a decade ago, this entire site was a decommissioned container terminal, a flat, toxic expanse of industrial concrete. A century of maritime industrialization had completely paved over a landscape the Gadigal people used as a hunting and fishing ground for at least 6,000 years. To reclaim the site, planners turned to historical records and early colonial paintings, setting a goal to digitally model and physically resurrect the 1836 shoreline. Rebuilding an ancient wilderness from scratch required landscape architects and scientists to treat the headland as a complex piece of reverse-engineered infrastructure. Constructing the headland's foundation required earthworks on a massive scale. Chief stonemasons managed the excavation of 10,000 massive sandstone blocks, nearly all of which were quarried directly from the site's own bedrock. Every block was barcoded, tracked via GPS, and specifically split to align with Sydney's regional 20-degree geological fault line. This calculated orientation forces the stone to weather into a tessellated pavement style, artificially creating the ledges found on natural Sydney escarpments. The excavation also created a secondary benefit. The void left behind became the cutaway, a cavernous 10,000 square meter cultural space hidden beneath the new park. This hyper-calculated bedrock serves as a dual-purpose architectural shell, blending into the harbor's edge, while housing massive civic infrastructure beneath its surface. Above the bedrock, the challenge shifted to biological life, sustaining a forest on a foundation of crushed rock and concrete. Soil scientists manufactured a facsimile soil using leftover crushed sandstone waste and recycled organic material, creating a substrate capable of supporting deep-rooted native species. The team planted 75,000 native plants representing 84 species, specifically selected to replicate the site's pre-colonial botanical profile. This botanical system features 3 ecological tiers: grass ground covers, a 5-meter shrub understory, and a 20-meter tree canopy. This vertical structure shields flora from coastal winds and salt spray, yielding a 99% survival rate, an unprecedented urban restoration success. An invisible engine runs beneath the soil, a subterranean cistern captures all stormwater for irrigation, and a district cooling plant uses raw harbor water to replace energy-intensive HVAC systems. Coupled with 6,000 square meters of solar panels and a localized black water treatment plant, these systems allowed Barangaroo to become Australia's first certified carbon-neutral precinct. Native wildlife and humans have rapidly reclaimed the restored headland, using a landscape that was entirely inaccessible for over a century. The reserve is named after Barangaroo, a powerful Camaragal fisherwoman, framing the park as an active recognition of the Eora Nation's connection to this water. Today, Indigenous educators lead cultural tours through the bushland, sharing stories in a landscape their ancestors would easily recognize. The dense canopy of native Sydney red gums sits directly against the western edge of the CBD, blending seamlessly into the glass and steel of modern skyscrapers. This proximity proves that radical ecological restoration and extreme urban commercial density are compatible. Barangaroo demonstrates that industrial scars can be healed through the precise reconstruction of pre-colonial geography, suggesting that a city's most sustainable future may be found in its deepest past.